Alright guys, what's going on? You already know from the title what this video is going to be talking about, and guys look, that reaction video I'm doing for Brand Online reacting to my content is going to be coming eventually. It's just that it's taking longer than I expected, so I decided I'd give you guys some fucking One Piece filler to remind you that I am in fact not dying in a hospital yet, okay? Because as a Genshin content creator myself, you know very well I have to talk about this fucking fiasco of what has transpired in the Genshin Impact community for these past 2 weeks or so. So basically, many content creators in the Genshin Impact community are having like a Fortnite battle royale on Twitter right now, and I'm here to explain to all of you how this entire situation began and where it's currently at right now. I've been wanting to speak about this for some time myself, more so to also give my own opinions and my own 2 cents on this drama as a whole, because it has truly reached a point where I honestly don't know how the fuck we got here, and I'm not even sure if I could get everything in this video correct or explain this situation exactly how it started from the beginning to end, because it's just too much. Some tweets are deleted and there's a lot of people involved with this drama, so I may not get everything correct in this video, but of course. So let's get started with where it all started, the fucking 4.4 Genshin Impact livestream. January 19th, 2024, Hoyoverse released the Genshin Impact 4.4 version livestream on their websites for the community. Honestly, not the best livestream we've had, wasn't really that hype. In fact, as I've said before, it seemed like the Genshin Impact team was more excited for Zhang Yun than Water Remains were excited to finally see their father again after 20 years. So the livestream continued on. They did their natural routine of introducing us to the new character, explaining the events we'll get in the upcoming patch. But one statement ruined it all. This statement about the Genshin community receiving 3 intertwined fates in the mail for all, emphasis on the all, their support over the year, caused the CN community to mass unfollow Genshin's social medias due to their dissatisfaction with the rewards they were getting. Genshin lost over 1 million followers from their social medias, and the review bombing started again. As we all know, this transpired into the entire community as a whole being up in arms about the current situation. Boycotts began to form, and people were urging for Hoyoverse to make a change and to give us a response. Now, you guys already know my opinions on this situation based on one of my videos in which I stated that I do fully agree that Genshin needs to make a change with how generous they are to their players, and that the backlash they are receiving is 100% deserved. I mean, even for me personally, I have already been angry at Hoyoverse for quite a while because I've been emailing them for over the past 2 years to put Yelan back into the in-game story. But instead, butt booty naked, covered in coconut oil, melted wax, and submerged chest deep into mud. And they still haven't responded to me. And one of the biggest reasons as to why the community was so angry at Genshin Impact for this is because Honkai Star Rail, which is another Hoyoverse game, has always been getting the preferred treatment and amount of rewards that Genshin players would want. And on top of Honkai Star Rail releasing a livestream just days later that topped anything Genshin has ever done in any of their livestreams massively. I want you to show me your fantasy. This situation eventually evolved into there being allegations that Hoyoverse purchased bot accounts to refill their loss of followers on their social medias and began deleting and silencing criticism on the game. People started calling for others not to spend on Genshin Impact or to even play it in order to force Hoyoverse to make a response due to the drop in player counts or just drop in revenue, which still has no sign of happening yet. So that's basically the entire controversy with the 4.4 Genshin Impact livestream and the CN community, which is what started everything else that I'm going to talk about right now. And once again, I still do not know how we reached this point, but I am going to try my best here. Let's get introduced to the 4 knuckleheads who started this entire drama. Well, maybe 3. Actually, no, maybe 2. Okay, maybe one of them did. Literally on the same day as the 4.4 livestream, a Genshin content creator named Zyox made a tweet that accidentally started this entire future shitstorm that I'm about to talk about. Now, I actually like Zyox, right? His editing and his content is pretty funny to me, and he makes guys on the game. He's very well known for that, and he's always going to be goated to me for that, because guys, I am a fucking dumbass, okay? I never read characters' kits because I can't understand them. I don't understand the math. I could have a vague clue of which characters work with one another, but I'm usually fucking clueless, okay? I don't even know what crit value means, okay? So when I'm literally too brain dead and too lazy to understand the game, these guys do it for me. So shout out to fucking Zyox, Sevi Plays, and Keostin TV. But fucking shout out. You guys are the real Genshin YouTubers in this bitch. So Zyox made, well, in his mind at the time, a relatively harmless joke of a tweet, which was an image of Doro44's 4.4 livestream reaction and Tekton's 4.4 livestream reaction. And he labels the tweet the duality of man. Now, when you look at this image, you will clearly see that maybe, just maybe, I don't know what exactly is hinting to this, that these guys may have a different opinion on the 4.4 livestream. So let's talk about the two content creators in this image. The first one being Doro44, which is a Genshin content creator I have personally never heard about before this drama. You're gonna see that a lot. And apparently he's a more positive, feel-good type of guy when it comes to his content. Now, I typically don't like to watch content creators like that because if you have at least one brain cell or any sort of social awareness or knowledge of how human beings work, you would know that overtly positive content creators are usually just pandering to their audience with how they react to the game due to the environment they want to establish, but they don't actually feel that way about the game. Now, I'm not saying Doro is exactly like this. Even he himself stated that he does have issues with the game. It's just that he addresses them on his Twitch instead of his YouTube, which is really weird to me because that's basically giving mixed signals as to how you feel about the game and how you present yourself to the community. Like, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. But anyways, now I'm about to move on to the real fucking meat of this drama, okay? This is the man who is always there every single time this shit is happening in the community. It's my favorite fucking bald man, Tekon. Now guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. I am a little biased towards Tekon, okay? And the reason why I am biased towards Tekon is not because I'm trying to meat right him or I'm trying to gain some sort of clout from him, but in all honesty and in full truth, I truly do agree with a lot of the things that he says and the sentiment that he has with Genshin Impact and the community surrounding it. A lot of my opinions on the game and on the community aligns with Tekton's opinions as well. I really do get this sense that he's just an honest individual who tells it like it is. Even if it isn't the best thing to say, he says it because it just has to be said. And another reason why I appreciate him is because he does shine a light upon smaller content creators a lot and basically gives them a larger platform to speak on instantaneously. And that is the most commendable thing that any person with a lot of influence in the community like him can do. Tekton, if you do happen to react to this video, I would just like to let you know that you are my second favorite bald guy in the world. Second only to Saitama, of course. Now, you can think whatever you like now that I have admitted that I have some sort of bias towards Tekton. You can view this video however you like after the fact. I don't really care. I'm just here to explain what is going on throughout all of this. Now, Tekton did not like this tweet that Zyox made because he stated that it indirectly causes harassment between their communities because their communities are too brain dead and is subliminally trying to start a conflict, but instead of it being a direct pot shot towards the both of them, it's something that is rather disguised as a joke or something. And to an extent, he was right because Doro started getting clowned on for being like a vanilla as fuck type of dude, like the type of dude who's just pretending that he's enjoying the game, but in secret he's actually about to bust a Sayori on us. And Tekton started getting attacked once again for being a negative person, aka just telling the truth, which the Genshin community takes as being negative. Well, it ain't his fault your game is fucking shit. How about you spend some of that energy trying to get Hoyoverse to reach out to you instead of attacking an astounding total of one guy on Twitter who doesn't even know you, bro. But anyways, this other Genshin content creator named Braxophone, who I actually know this time, made a tweet about this situation explaining that Tekton being blamed for Genshin's negativity is pretty misguided and how many creators have problems with the game as well but can't share it because it makes their own communities upset. And this is basically where Braxophone enters the ring, and make sure you remember him because he's going to be pretty important later. With that being said, I'd like to give my 2 cents on Tekton and him constantly being accused of being a negative person in this community and being lambasted for it. Now, we should all know by now that large Genshin content creators oftentimes can't speak about their frustrations with the game because they have signed a contract of sorts which explicitly states that they cannot say anything bad or stinky about little Hoyoverse in their games, meaning they can't criticize the game even constructively or they run the risk of losing Whatever the fuck they get from being an official Genshin Impact content creator, I don't know. On top of that, with the way that the Genshin community is, these larger content creators pretty much have to pander to these individuals and sugarcoat them with everything that they do and say and keep things all sunshine and rainbows. Because let me tell you something, the Genshin Impact community, or at least the loud part of the Genshin Impact community, is horribly fucking soft. Just like any other community out there, like the Steven Universe community or the My Hero community, there is just a wide majority of basically fucking prepubescent kids that are extremely sensitive and essentially want their fucking mental illnesses taken care of at all times. And once again, I'm not saying these things to pander to Tekon myself. I'm not saying these things because he said it. I'm saying these things because I have experienced these people in this community as well way too many times. Not as a content creator, but just as a regular person. And let me tell you something. These people do not like it when you tell them a different opinion. These people do not like it when you give them a different perspective, because you see the problem with these people is that they're stuck in their own little safe spaces. And safe spaces I wouldn't have had a problem with, because there are legitimately times where people just need a safe place to be and to be themselves in and be surrounded by people who support them and understand them. Safe spaces are basically just like one gigantic friend group where you all share the same opinions, the same perspectives, the same likes and dislikes, and there's nothing really wrong with that, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like that isn't enjoyable. But the part where these safe spaces become unbearable is when these people treat any different opinion or perspective as if they just got fucking sexually assaulted in the middle of the mall. And that's the problem Tekon keeps running into. Tekon is the antithesis to sugarcoating. He is the antithesis to pandering to these people and their little phases. When he has something honest to say, he is going to say it. When he needs to be aggressive, he's going to be aggressive. He is going to tell you like how it is. And the sensitive ass people in this community fucking hate that. So every time he rightfully criticizes Genshin on the flaws that he very clearly has, people take that as him being negative and being a fucking supervillain or some shit when he's not. Sure, he can be a little too aggressive at times, and he can also be a major troll like in the drama he had with Soul, but honestly, every time that man speaks, I trust what he says because he says it with such passion that these other content creators wouldn't be able to legally do or just can't replicate themselves. So with all that being said, let me get back onto this unfolding drama. Now, I don't know if I've missed anything between here, but as far as I know, that Ziox tweet drama kinda died down, I think. Dora went back to eating his chicken tenders and the fries he ordered at a 5-star restaurant. Tekon went back to uploading 1.8 million times a day. Braxophone went somewhere else, I don't know. And Ziox never even responded in the first place. But then all of a sudden, another content creator named Fobmaster called out Tekon in a now deleted tweet, so that's what we're going to be talking about now. Also, Enviosity had like a temper tantrum or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I should be the only motherfucker getting praise in the Genshin community because I don't spend money on Genshin Impact. I don't give a shit, dude! I don't give a shit, dude!
So this other content creator named Fobmaster apparently called out Tekon in a now deleted tweet, who I also don't really know, but I've at least heard his name before. And you know something, you're going to see a lot of these random fucking content creators in this controversy spawning out of literally nowhere just to start a fight. Like, I swear to God, half of the content creators in this drama wouldn't fucking be here if they just learned to shut the fuck up and to not start yapping whenever it truly wasn't warranted. But anyways, this tweet caused Tekon to make a video claiming he was being cancelled, and basically Fobmaster was saying that Tekon is a hypocrite and he's constantly contradicting himself with the statements he makes about other Genshin content creators and their careers. And of course, Tekon ratioed him back in his own video, and Fobmaster eventually despawned. Now, I don't know how big this fight was in particular in this whole controversy. I think it was just a quick attempt at exposing someone as usual, so I'm not going to talk about this one for much longer, because the next part about this controversy is the biggest and most intense part of the entire thing, and that's the situation between Tekon, Braxophone, and Atsu, aka Asian Guy Stream. You want to know what's the funniest thing about Atsu? The last time I ever watched him was his last drama with Goose Egg and Tekon. Like, bro, I truly forgot this man even existed in the same universe we all live in. I forgot about this dude so hard that I deadass thought he stopped making content, but he still is. So when this man made a tweet about Tekon out of literally fucking nowhere, I wasn't very surprised, because it seems like bro was trying to reach for some sort of relevancy again, especially since the community was against Tekon for like the 1 millionth time, and Atsu had to spin back in some way because he's Tekon's Tekton's arch fucking nemesis or some shit. Like guys, when I tell you that this man literally spawned in like a fucking Minecraft mob in your base when you don't place down enough torches, I mean that shit. It's like the light levels were too low, so the game just spawned him in and made him say something. And the reason why I'm so confused as to why he even went on this random ass tangent about Tekton is because the tweet he's replying to or quote retweeting or whatever literally has nothing to do with Tekton or the current controversy. I am dead ass looking through this account right now on screen and I don't see anything Genshin related. It just looks like a typical Twitter account posting about current events in the world and the occasional thirst traps and shit. So I have no fucking idea what prompted Atsu to even say all of this, but if you guys have figured that shit out, that'd be great. But anyways, Atsu made this tweet also calling out Tekton, basically saying that he loves farming drama, spreading misinformation, whining continuously about a game he doesn't like, basically just tearing into bro and accusing him of all these things because Tekton is his arch nemesis. Now, I knew that Tekton would get a whiff of this like he always does, and I knew that he would post a video about what Atsu said eventually and try ratioing him beyond oblivion. But do you want to know who the fuck spun back for another round?
What's this, you fucking piece of shit? What's this? Huh? What's this, motherfucker? What's this? Huh? What's this? What the fuck is this, motherfucker?
The homie Braxophone did the biggest spin back of the century and posted a twit longer, I think is what you call these things, and basically busted an Uno reverse card on Atsu and his claims with even bigger claims about Atsu. And let me tell you, these are some pretty damning claims, okay? Like this shit basically stopped Atsu's plans dead in his tracks. So let's have a brief rundown of what was said in this twit longer. Basically, it entails Braxophone explaining how the lockdown affected him socially and he found a very hard time making friends both in real life and in the content creator sphere. So then Braxophone decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a big boy today and make some friends at this con I'm gonna go to. At least I think it was a con. I don't know. I don't feel like reading the whole thing over again. And this is where Braxophone met Atsu and his friend group that consisted of Dish, Tuwanto, etc. And basically, he was trying to be friends with them since they were all content creators. But Atsu didn't like that, okay? He probably thought Braxophone had like cooties or something and wasn't fond of him even interacted with them. So this caused Braxophone to feel pretty secluded by the way Atsu allegedly treated him. See, I gotta be careful nowadays because some YouTubers' video just got taken out trying to cover this drama, and I swear to God, if all of this fucking editing and Spider-Man gameplay goes to waste and gets taken down, I'm actually going to get hired at Hoyoverse and make the game even worse for all of you combined. So along with Atsu allegedly treating Braxophone in this manner, it was also revealed that Atsu is allegedly able to blacklist other content creators from Hoyoverse events, that he's a manipulator, etc. Basically, he's a person who is able to stop content creators from getting to certain places simply because he doesn't like them and he has ties with Hoyoverse to make these sort of things happen. So this is a huge amount of statements Atsu has been accused of, and essentially after this twit longer was released, Tekton had all the ammunition he needed to fire at his arch nemesis and posted a fucking 2-hour-long video about the entire thing. Hey Tekton, bro, look, you gotta calm down, man. You be scaring me sometimes with the amount of shit you're uploading in like a day, okay? You gotta relax, bro, okay? This shit is not normal for people who don't watch Twitch, okay? Anyways, it resulted in Atsu getting so much backlash and hate that he deleted his original tweet about Tekton, and it's even getting to such a serious point where Atsu's wife and Tekton's ex-wife are being talked about and even dragged into this situation. And with that being said, that is currently where we're at right now in this whole drama. So let me finish this recap off with a conclusion based on my own thoughts and opinions about this entire drama leading up until this point. So, what are my thoughts on this drama? Well, I have to say that this drama is extremely harmful to the betterment of Genshin Impact and to the community. I don't feel like all of these content creators in this space should be bickering and arguing with one another, especially when there's a far larger problem at the source of it all, which should be bringing all of them together in order to fix it. I feel like this drama has started to reach a point where it's just becoming too personal and too heated. But at the same time, fight, beat his ass, fuck him up, give him the 10-piece Gojo combo in this bitch. Look guys, look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't fucking love me some drama, okay? I'm not gonna sit here, especially as a black man, and pretend like I don't enjoy getting into other people's business when I'm not supposed to. It's second fucking nature, man. I eat this shit up every single time. My ass is eating a large plate of Chinese food every time I watch a drama video from Tekon because I know the tea is good and I know it's fire. And look, don't you dare fucking sit there and act like you don't like drama too. Because if you didn't, then why did your ass click on this video? But it's not even that. Don't sit there and act like you don't want to eat this shit up, because it is literally human nature to enjoy drama. Don't sit there and act like every time there was a big ass fight in your school, your ass wasn't tapped into the speed force just to bear witness to that shit. Human beings naturally love drama. I feel like we all have a natural draw towards conflict and drama, and we pretend like we don't, but we do. Because if that wasn't the case, then explain to me why those motherfuckers in the past were building whole ass gladiator arenas just to watch like two dudes fight. Explain to me why those motherfuckers in ancient France or something were fully committed to just watching people have their heads chopped off in front of them. Like bro, drama is such an intrinsically linked activity that we all like to watch and even participate in from time to time. Okay, but you know what? It's actually time to get serious, because I've got some things to say here. So you know what? Cut out the background music. Let me put on some serious or like sad music or something.
Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fault.
Okay, that's the wrong shit. Okay, okay, you know what? Just no background music. We're just gonna be doing this shit raw, no protection. Look, when it comes to just drama in general, it's a very conflicting subject to partake in, because as a person who was in a friend group for 3 years where all we had was constant infighting and drama between us, just like these Genshin content creators, I would know a thing or two about just how bad drama can really get. And the thing about drama is that yes, while it is fun, while it can be entertaining, while it can be warranted, and while it can be monetizable, it can also reach a point where it's just not immature bickering all the time. It can reach a point where things get too personal, where things get too dangerous, where people's careers are on the line because of the things other people have said. Tekon and Atsu's wives shouldn't be brought up or attacked by their respective communities because of the drama between them. And I know that Tekon likes to say, well, the people who watch me aren't a community, that's cringe. Unfortunately, that's just not the truth. If any large group of people consistently watch you and indulge your online antics or just antics in general and come together because of you, that is a community right there, whether or not you like it. Every content creator has their own community, and the thing about these content creators and their communities is that they can never find ultimate peace between one another no matter how hard they try. Because even if Tekton and Atsu or Dreamy or just any Genshin content creator tried to make amends between themselves, their respective communities wouldn't allow that, because a lot of people in these communities aren't mature. They don't know when to stop. They don't always listen to the content creator they watch when they say, hey, don't attack this content creator. These content creators will never have full control over their entire communities. Therefore, their communities will do whatever they want to other communities and keep this back and forth going repetitively. But the main reason why I am so disappointed with just the Genshin community and all of these content creators who played a part in this drama is because they have all lost sight of what the true problem always was. Genshin Impact. This whole controversy only started because of Hoyoverse deciding to once again not give the players what they want, deciding to once again not satisfy their players and rubbing salt in their wounds by releasing a game like Honkai Star Rail. You really just have to sit down and think about it for 1 second. If Genshin Impact actually changed, if they actually started to be generous and considerate to their players, do you think that the one guy the entire community hates for apparently being so negative about the game would even be negative in the first place? Because the only reason Tekton, the black sheep of this community, is so negative about the game is because the game has flaws that need to be fixed. But if those flaws were fixed, he wouldn't have anything to be negative about. You can't complain or make drama out of something that was never there in the first place. And if Tekton wasn't able to be negative about the game as much as he currently is, then those content creators who are so ready to defend the game or stay silent about it would have no reason to do so. Because the thing is that these content creators, even the ones who are signed by contracts, know that there's flaws in this game that need to be fixed. I mean, seriously, if you genuinely believe Genshin is in a perfectly fine state right now, especially with Honkai Star Rail just existing, then you're a true fucking idiot. But we have reached a point where the focus on the community trying to get Genshin to change their ways has completely devolved into a point where Hoyoverse isn't even the main subject anymore, but rather is two dudes fighting each other on Twitter. And as to how we even got to this point, even after I laid it all out for you, I still don't fully know. At this point, Hoyoverse just has even more leeway to get away with what they did. And let me tell you guys something. I'm the type of dude who believes that even if this whole community got together and strong arm to make a change, then more than likely nothing may still happen. Because who knows if Hoyoverse would respawn, and even if they do respawn, who knows if they'd give us exactly what we wanted after all these years. Who knows? But even for a person like me, who believes change for this game is a very difficult thing to accomplish or pursue, it would still be so much more positive and healthier for these content creators to not lose sight of what needs to be done done or what preferably should be done, and get Genshin Impact to make a change, so that way Tekon wouldn't be able to shit on the game as much as he does, or the content creators who fake the enjoyment. Thus, there'd be less drama created between him and literally everybody else. But as for going off of what M-Tash said himself, this community is practically fucked. The game that is always the main source of most drama in this community may never change their ways. The content creators surrounding this game don't know when to shut the fuck up and stop fighting between one another, and to make matters even worse, their own communities will keep that battle going on even if the content creators themselves do not wish for it. And that is basically the cycle of the Genshin Impact community every single time. But that's just how I personally feel about this entire drama. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to unsubscribe, dislike, and expose my full address in the comment section down below. It has been a very entertaining yet disappointing ride to see what has been happening in this community as of late. But you know what? I think it's going to be dying down pretty soon. I think all of this stuff is just about to blow over, and we can finally get back to a semi-peaceful state of the Genshin community. Oh, fuck.